Hello everyone, this is Raj, your host. This week, let's embark on an epic journey which, apart from adventure, has a religious connection too. Let me share with you my experiences of traveling to Kailash and going around the sacred mountain called doing a parikrama. Kindly pardon me for the poor quality of the video as it was done just on my cell phone due to a lot of travel restrictions. I'm sure it'll be of a good inspiration even for those who are not religiously inclined. Come on, let's go. We made this trip via Kathmandu in Nepal and it took us 6 days to reach Mount Kailash. It further took another 3 days for going around the mountain called Parikrama. The return journey took just 4 days with minimum halts on the way. On the way up, we spent 2 days at Nyalam because the altitude started going up steadily and we had to acclimatize due to low oxygen level. Anyway, the whole trip was really fun. This is where we started our journey, the border between Nepal and China. We are waiting to change some money, get some provisions, and then move on to the immigration. We are at the banks of river Brahmaputra. Look at the terrain, so rough. We stopped at rest areas like this for our breakfast, lunch, and dinner during the whole trip. All of us are eagerly waiting to see the Mount Kailash for the first time in our trip. There are clouds, so we are keeping our fingers crossed. We performed certain religious rituals before entering the Lord's abode. It was a nice experience. Some of the Westerners who were there in the area also joined us, and all of us prepared ourselves for the next 3 days of difficult trek covering almost 55 kilometers. We will be going up almost 6,000 meters at the Dolmala Pass and then get down on the other side to complete the parikrama. This is Yamadwar. It is believed that if you enter this shrine once in your life, all your sins are absolved. The first day's trek was relatively easy. The terrain was almost flat and there were no difficult patches. In fact, we had a comfortable trek during the first day and we reached our destination called Dhirapuk for a night's stay. The second day of parikrama was really difficult and it was the longest trek of all these 3 days. The terrain was bad and was difficult because of the increasing altitude. There was snow everywhere and breathing was hard. We reached Dolmala Pass around noon, which was the highest point of the trek. It was almost 19,000 feet high and we had to rest for an hour before starting our descent. Today's trek was for almost 20 hours and we walked for almost 30 kilometers. We started our descent and our descent took us through the Gauri Kund, which was the place where our legendary Lord Murugan was supposed to have been born. It was relatively easy till we reached the plateau. The final part of today's trek was just a long, monotonous walk through a difficult terrain. The third day was very easy, simple plain terrain. But we came across an interesting event. We came across a group of Tibetans who were doing the parikrama in a unique way. First, they prostrate, mark the ground, get up and prostrate again from the marked ground, and they keep repeating this the whole parikrama route of 50 kilometers. I was really taken aback by the faith of these people. Our return journey was uneventful. A few simple halts, and we finally reached the border between China and Nepal. I'm sure you enjoyed watching this trip to Kailash and the Parikrama around the sacred mountain. If you enjoy watching and learning about new places to visit, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel 70 by 70. Bye for now.